part of visiting Aceh, and of course, I've had lots of coffee from Aceh. Aceh coffee.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's nice and hot too. Okay. Sorry.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Syederalun, bertemu lagi dengan saya Seringon Oktaviana, jurnalis Serambinews. Kali ini dalam program Wawancara Eksklusif Harian Serambinews bersama Duta Besar Kanada untuk Indonesia, Bapak Jess Dutton, edisi Jumat 7 November 2025. Sebuah kehormatan tentunya untuk Serambinews dapat mewawancarai Duta Besar Kanada untuk Indonesia tentunya. Baik, kita sapa terlebih dahulu Syederalun. Hello Ambassador Dutton, how are you today?
Bagus, terima kasih. Dan Anda?
Alhamdulillah, good.
Good.
I would like to ask you a few questions about your visit to Aceh. The first question is, this is your first visit to Aceh since being appointed as the ambassador of Canada to Indonesia. What is the main purpose of your visit, your first visit?
Well, I'm very happy to be here. I've wanted to visit Aceh for many years when I was back in Canada. And of course, Canada has a very important history with Aceh, an important relationship. We've had programming in Aceh for decades, and we've always had a strong relationship with the people of Aceh. We have people from Aceh living in Canada, and of course, Canada provided a great deal of support following the tsunami. So it was very important for me to come and visit Banda Aceh, to meet with members of the community, the governor, and others, and to, of course, visit some of the work that we're doing here.
Okay. Why did you choose Aceh as one of the region to visit early in your term of office?
Well, again, it's the important connection with Canada. I think Aceh is very well known internationally. It's a very distinct entity within Indonesia, so I thought it was important for me to visit and to better understand the dynamics in Aceh, and of course to visit some of our projects here.
Okay, what's your first impression of Aceh, both in terms of people or its culture?
So warm and friendly, which is what I expected. Myself and my colleagues from the embassy have been very warmly welcomed, and I think people are eager to showcase the unique identity of Aceh, and so I very much enjoyed learning about the unique culture. Of course, I've tried many different kinds of food, which is an important part of visiting Aceh, and of course, I've had lots of coffee from Aceh.
Okay, the relationship between Canada and Indonesia has been quite close. However, the direct relationship with Aceh has not been highlighted much. In your opinion, what potential areas of cooperation can best be developed between Canada and Aceh?
Well, and you're right to say that Canada and Indonesia have a very close and strong relationship. The President just visited Canada last September, and we've signed a free trade agreement, a comprehensive economic partnership agreement, which when ratified I think will be of great benefit to both of our countries and our economies and our people. Canada has had a long relationship with Aceh. We've focused on different kinds of international assistance. Today our focus is really on advancing gender equality, but we see many opportunities in collaboration, whether it be through universities. There's collaboration between many universities here with their Canadian institutions, but also the governor spoke to me about some of the economic, commercial opportunities here. So I will bring that back to the embassy, and we will have a further discussion about what may be possible in developing our relationship with Aceh.
Do you see opportunities for Canada to support the strengthening of local institutions in Aceh, in instance, education, women's leadership, or democratic governance at the regional level?
I do, actually, and I've learned a great deal during my visit here. I gave a lecture at University Share Kuala yesterday. It was really a great opportunity And when I met with the rector, he talked about collaboration with McMaster University in Ontario, in Hamilton, Ontario. But also they're looking to do more with the University of Ottawa, a university in Canada's capital. And this is mainly in the medical field. And so there are lots of opportunities for universities here. We met with faculty members of UN and other universities, faculty members that have studied in Canada. So there's a great deal happening already in terms of collaboration between our educational institutions. We would like to see more because that helps develop the people-to-people ties between our countries. Governments can set an overall framework, and it's really for businesses, institutions, and people to take advantage of those frameworks. So I very much appreciate that this collaboration is going on, and we'd like to see more of it. As I mentioned earlier, we have been investing a great deal in advancing gender equality here in Aceh, different parts of Aceh. It's been an honor for me to visit a number of our projects and to meet some of the women that we're supporting, that through some of the programming that we're able to provide through local partners, they're developing their capacity to be leaders in their communities and to advocate on behalf of themselves, their children, and their families. And these are important steps in achieving gender equality and having women more active in their communities, in business, and in government, because I think we all know unless 50% of the population has the same opportunities as the other 50%, none of our societies or countries will achieve their full potential. So it's something we continue to work on in Canada, but it's also something that we support here in Indonesia and around the world. We're looking for more commercial engagement. We have this comprehensive economic partnership agreement. That is a great opportunity for businesses in Aceh to look to markets in Canada, and of course for Canadian companies to look to do business here, and for Achenese companies maybe to buy some Canadian products, some of the soy that we find in tempeh, as an example.
Okay. You previously mentioned that Canada aims to strengthen cooperation in the field of culture. What kind of program does Canada envision to foster culture exchange between the people of Aceh and Canada?
Well, I think it's really understanding different cultures, I think, is very important for both of our countries. And we would like to see more people-to-people exchanges, because that is really how you truly understand or begin to understand another country and how they operate, their unique cultures, and these kind of things. So we're looking to attract more students to Canada, to look to Canada as a place to study. We have some scholarship programs. One is called the SEED Scholarship Program. And as long as universities in Aceh have a link with a Canadian university, students can apply for these kinds of scholarships. So we'd like to see Achenese students take full advantage of these opportunities so they can better understand Canada. And of course, inversely, we'd like to find opportunities for Canadians to be more active here and to better understand the unique culture of Aceh and Indonesia.
Okay. In the context of people relation, does Canada plan to encourage more economic cooperation, scholarship, or student exchange program with Aceh? Yes.
So thank you for asking that question, and it's one of the reasons that I'm here, because we have, next year we will ratify, both governments will ratify our free trade agreement, our comprehensive economic partnership agreement. That will unleash opportunities, economic opportunities for both of our countries. And so we will, in collaboration with our Indonesian partners and partners here in Aceh, look to promote the benefits of this agreement. So companies are aware of the opportunities in Canada, but also aware of what they could procure and buy from Canada. So it's a two-way street. So that's something that we're going to work on over the coming year before it's ratified, so that companies and organizations across Indonesia are better aware of the details of the agreement and the opportunities that they present. Canada has about 1,500 Indonesian students studying in Canada. I don't know the exact number for Aceh, but you have great universities here. We already have collaboration between our universities. It would be great for us, and I think for Indonesia, to have students maybe do a year, do a degree in Canada to get the experience. Because one of the benefits of studying in Canada is that when you've received your degree, you'll likely qualify for a work permit. And you'll be able to, students can then stay in Canada if they wish to work and get some work experience in Canada before they return home and can apply those skills in the local context.
Okay. Canada was among the countries that assisted Indonesia, particularly Aceh, after the 2004 tsunami. Following the rehabilitation and reconstruction phase, are there any ongoing cooperation program for Canada in Aceh, whether in the social, education, or economic sector?
So, I remember the tsunami in Canada. The impact it had on Aceh had a direct impact on Canadians. And I think we responded with love and with support because I know the community here was devastated. Over 200,000, close to 200,000 people were perished in the tsunami. And so we were very proud to offer assistance, not only immediate assistance, humanitarian assistance, for the families and others impacted by the tsunami who lost everything, but to help rebuild this beautiful city and the beautiful state of Aceh. And it's something Canada is very, very proud of. And many countries. I visited the Tsunami Museum and I saw on the ceiling the number of countries that had opened their hearts to support the people of Aceh. And very proud that Canada was also one of the countries represented. So we've had programming associated with rebuilding, and now we've moved to supporting, we have some projects supporting coffee production in the interior of Aceh, and we've really tried to focus on the past few years on gender equality. I think this is a priority for the government, it's a priority nationally, and I think an area where Canada has unique and special expertise. So as part of that, we've not only been helping women become leaders in their communities, but also women entrepreneurs and youth entrepreneurs to develop businesses and to use some of the resources from their local communities to then sell in local markets. So it not only develops a local business, but it also helps the supply chain, so to speak. I'll give you an example. I visited a project, a tempeh making company, very, very small, just started. And this company is using jack bean. I think it's 30% jack bean, 30% soy to make tempeh here in Aceh. And the goal of making the tempeh is to provide a nutritious protein to families in need and children in need, to ensure that they're receiving appropriate levels of protein on a daily basis. But what we're able to achieve through supporting this organization is that they then support farmers that grow the jack beans, and they also support those that are selling the products in local markets, and eventually, who knows, maybe in supermarkets and larger establishments. So we're really trying to support economic development at the grassroots level, but development that is sustainable, supports local communities, and also ensures, in this case, that some of those that are in greatest need are receiving nutritious proteins at an affordable price.
Wow. Okay. After this visit, what concrete step will the Embassy of Canada take to follow up on communication and cooperation with Aceh?
So we had a very productive dinner with the governor when I was here. We talked about a number of different areas for cooperation. You know, I think a few of the things we're going to do is follow up on some of our projects to see how we can build on the work that we've done. Because Aceh is changing, is growing, and want to ensure that our programming actually meets the needs of the communities and, of course, fits within the priorities of the government. We will also be looking for collaboration on the commercial side of things. So one of the concrete things that came out of it is we will have communication between the trade team in my embassy to speak with the local chambers and with the government to identify potential opportunities that we could then showcase to Canadian companies. I mean, Aceh is very wealthy in terms of natural resources, oil and gas, potential for renewable energy, and Canada has expertise in many of these areas, in all of these areas actually. So we're a global leader in sustainable mining. We have companies that can help extract oil and gas, that can help build facilities. So we have a lot of capabilities that I think are very relevant here, and we'll begin to look more and more closely at these opportunities.
Okay, the last question is, what is your message for the people of Aceh regarding the relationship between Canada and Aceh in the future?
Well, I've been so happy to be here. Okay. As I said, we have been so warmly welcomed by everyone in Aceh. It's just been great, and I think, you know, we already have a very strong relationship, but we have lots to build upon. And I know that we as an embassy are going to work very hard to strengthen our relationship with this important part of Indonesia. And I think no opportunity is too small, and no opportunity is too big for us to pursue to really strengthen the relationship and to ensure that ultimately our people understand each other a little bit better. So I will be coming back to Aceh. Staff from the embassy will be coming back to Aceh. And of course, we look forward to having more people from Aceh visiting and studying and doing business with Canada.
Okay, thank you so much, Ambassador Dutton,
Terima kasih.
for spending time with us. It was a pleasure speaking with you today.
Terima kasih banyak.
Okay.
It's been an honor. Thank you.
Baik, Syederalun, demikian wawancara eksklusif bersama Duta Besar Kanada untuk Indonesia, Mr. Jess Dutton. Terima kasih atas atensinya. Saya Sriangun Oktaviana, pamit undur diri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Download Tribun X sekarang. Menghadirkan lokal menjadi Indonesia.